What's going on, guys? My name is MrHurriicane, and today I want to give you guys an update on the upcoming series you guys have been waiting for, the Rams Connected Franchise series on Madden 25. And I've talked about some of the issues I've had before, and you know them if you follow my videos and my Twitter feed. For a while I was testing sliders and I wasn't getting a good set until I came across charters over at Operation Sports, which I made a video on last week and I've been talking about a lot on Twitter. People have been giving me test results with the sliders, and everything seems to be going really well on that front. So I have the gameplay kind of down for now and the sliders are set. But then there was a whole issue that arose last week when I was testing again with the draft classes, and there are draft class issues on both sides of the fence, kind of, whether you do the Madden 25 generated classes or you do imported classes from NCAA 14. I'm going to break these down a little bit right now. With the Madden 25 generated classes, they are all 30 predetermined sets of players you can look up on the internet and find a spreadsheet, find their ratings, their development traits, all the stuff you want to know about these players. You can do that very easily. And I don't like that formula because that can make it easy for anybody to spoil it in my comment section of like, draft this guy in the 6th round, he's going to be a beast. I like the struggle, I like having to earn like the team building, I don't want it handed to me, and so I like the process from NCAA to Madden, and I experienced that in Madden 12 with the Vikings franchise, drafting players I wasn't sure what their ratings would be unless I had scouted them, and it was a ton of fun. And so that's back this year. But now the issue with the generated classes was not only that you can look up online and kind of spoil it for everybody and myself, but I didn't even consider it because people on Operation Sports are coming across an issue where if you start a connected franchise, the first year's draft class is random, but the second one is always like this quarterback, left tackle, best friend story class, and the third one is like some 36-year-old quarterback. I think his name was like Pop Warren or something. And so people were experiencing draft classes actually repeat because it seemed that a random class would be first and then it would follow a set order, and so eventually you would repeat your draft class, and I was not going to deal with that. And the thing with the Rams franchise was I wasn't going to start the series before it was ready. I'm not going to give you guys a series just to give it to you. I want it to be great. I want it to be the best that I can make it. That's why I spent so much time slider testing and now draft class testing to make sure this is working. Now, the issues on the NCAA import side of things are ratings, and specifically the toughness rating. And this is a big thing because a lot of people don't know what the toughness rating actually does. I thought it was a meaningless rating until someone actually explained it to me, and it makes a ton of sense. The injury rating is what determines kind of the frequency your player is going to get injured when he's hit on the play or he goes down. And toughness is the rating that determines how long he's actually going to be injured. So with the NCAA 14 classes I was having, every single player had 0 toughness, meaning if they ever got injured, they were going to be out for a long time. And I didn't want that to spoil the franchise, like with all the fun of teams drafting franchise quarterbacks, the guys that I want to draft, because I love drafting. I want to get a bunch of draft picks, assemble my team. I don't want to deal with all these ridiculous injury issues. I'm okay with injuries, but the toughness issue is what really bugged me. And there's a lot of injuries in Madden 25 this year, and I will be using a slider set that has a decent amount of injuries, so it does become a prevalent part of the game and the series because injuries are relevant big time in the NFL, and so I don't want them to be meaningless in the series, but at the same time I wasn't going to have like some guy going out for the year with a knee sprain or something like that. So I did actually get this fixed. And what I had to do was I went on NCAA 14 and I kept making draft classes one after another, and I tried them in Madden 25. I would go to week 1, I would save it, and then I'd import a class, skip to week 2, and start scouting. I'd go right to Jadeveon Clowney, and I would hit his toughness rating on the scouting. And every time I was doing this, it said F, and then I did it again, it said 0. Did it for Johnny Manziel, tried it for a bunch of players, and then I just eventually made a draft class that worked. And so the only fix I know right now is to keep making classes until they work. And you can test them by just saving at week 1 in Madden 25, loading in the class, skipping to week 2, and testing your scouting by like just scouting one player's toughness rating, maybe a couple if you're not going to be sure after one player. And you can see then what the toughness rating is going to be, and what I was coming across was basically a lot of 70s and 80s where they should be. And so I did fix that issue, and you can see some of my draft class in this video, but this isn't really spoiling anything because when you import a draft class, it's different each time you import. I've done this like 4 or 5 times. I've seen Clowney as the top prospect, I think I've seen Taylor Lewan as the top prospect, Manziel, and so it changes. The ratings change each time, and I think I'm going to make a tutorial to help you guys make your own draft class and to make the ratings a little bit better, because Madden's a little tricky when you import a class and how the ratings get changed. Like, you might experience D'Anthony Thomas dropping from his high speed in Madden or an NCAA to like a low 90s in Madden, and so I'm going to show a video probably and help you guys fix that a little bit, because I was able to get some changes and some pretty good results with a few things that I did edit. Now, what I did to get this draft class the way it is was I edited guys like Johnny Manziel and Jadeveon Clowney, Teddy Bridgewater to all be seniors, which basically meant that they had to graduate from college, and because they're so high rated, they're going to go to the pro draft, which means they'd be in my draft class. And you can see my class. I have a lot of the top talent in the NCAA right now that's expected to go pro this coming year. And now in Madden 12, I didn't know this, and so my class is like Justin Blackman, Matt Khalil, Matt Barkley, all stayed for their senior years, and so it's kind of messed up. And this year I have a little bit more control, and so you can edit the years of your players if you want them to go out, like guarantee they're going to go out in the first draft class. Make Johnny Manziel a senior, and he has to. He's already high rated. And so with the past 3 weeks really of me staying up late, testing all this stuff, I think we're going to have a really good series upcoming, guys. The Rams Connected franchise will have a very good slider set to use. I'm going to have an awesome draft class to work with. I am really excited to finally get this kicked off and to stop just testing the game. I just want to play. If I took all the time that I spent testing sliders and draft classes over the past few weeks and applied it to making episodes, Season 1 may have already been finished. I've wanted to start this for 3 weeks now, and it's bugged me that it hasn't started, but at the same time, I'm not just going to start it to get it started, because I want it to be good. I don't want to run across any issues. I want it to be the best series. I want it to be long running, and I think we're about ready to get things started. So I wanted to update you guys today. I haven't put up a ton of videos this week, partially because of Grand Theft Auto 5 I've been playing, which if you want to see any GTA 5 videos, subscribe to my Let's Play channel in the description below. And this week I've also been doing a lot of draft class testing, and last night during Thursday Night Football, I finally got this rectified, and we are good to go, I think. Madden 25, Rams Connected franchise is coming. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for being patient. The wait is going to be worth it. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.